Another one like this. That's what I come on. But you're right.
Yes, hello. Good morning, students of Warren G. Harding High School. Getting a little bit of a late start. It's your favorite vice principal, Mr. Yerby, here again with your morning announcements. As you all know, for the past 40 years, we have proudly been known here at Harding High as the Harding High School Buzzing Bees. But now, the district office, in response to several complaints from people who felt the name Buzzing Bees might be insensitive to the other letters of the alphabet, has decided to change our school mascot. Now I know change can be difficult, but I'm confident that everyone will get behind the new mascot and help make this a great inaugural year for the Harding Heifers. As you know, the contest to select our new mascot was not an easy process, especially when Mr. Herman misspelled the name on the contest flyer as the Harding Hefners. This has been fixed. I want to make it clear once and for all that our new mascot will not be a Playboy bunny, nor a dirty old man wearing a paisley smoking jacket. Now I know I can count on all of you to support our selection of Lulu the cow as our school icon. On a related note, don't forget that auditions are after school tomorrow for the new dance line, formerly known as the Harding High Steppers, but now to be called proudly the Harding Hoofers. Okay, that's it for morning announcements. Now get out there and make it a great day for learning, and let's make the cow proud.
Hi. I'm Steve. I was a student here at Harding High School. This instrument is the single most important factor to my remaining a virgin until the age of 22. Well, come on, ladies. How many saw you marching in with this thing and thought, oh, I got to get me some of that? Obviously, I was not one of the cool kids in high school. Hell, I played tuba. I wasn't even one of the cool kids in band. Most of you probably don't realize, if you're not a musician, that band did indeed have a hierarchy. The coolest kids in band played drums, not percussion, drums. Next in line were trumpet and saxophone, trombone, let's see, trumpet was up there. All the others were kind of grouped in the middle. In band, playing a tuba was the equivalent of being from South Dakota. I think that the composers write a note for the tuba every now and then in a song just to justify the cost of the big ugly thing. They're thinking to themselves, hey, right here is a good spot for a big brass part. But tonight is not just about my high school experience, it's about all of us. Because we all spent 4 years of our lives trying to either move up in the clique rank or try to justify where we were and stay at that cool clique. And it really affects us for the rest of our lives. We spend the rest of our lives either trying to get back those glory years or trying to live down the fact that we weren't in a really good clique. People carry it their whole lives. You can look around the room right now and see kind of which clique people were in, can't you? Bring up the house lights. Let's get the fun started. Yeah. Hey, look at this guy right here. Can we all guess which clique he was in? And it was not chess club. I'm guessing. You dude right over here, we're probably not a jock, right? Halfway. He's fooling himself. And look at this whole table right here. This whole table. Oh, yes. Can we tell which clique they were all in? How fancy can you get? Huh? Yeah, whereas this guy is thinking, if Kmart is good for truck tires and laundry soap, it's good enough for evening wear. One thing for sure is, though, we were all in a clique.
Because everybody likes to be in a clique. Even if it means you have to fake a bit. Because when you're hanging at the school, well, it really isn't cool to be all alone and on your own. And if you want to make it through your school years, you gotta learn to follow all the rules here. And the rule to remember is you have to be a member of a kind of clique. How do you pick? Well, you got the kids who hardly ever make it out of bed.
Burnout.
You got the ones whose makeup makes them look as if they're dead.
Goth.
The ones with sweaty socks.
Jock.
The ones we always mock.
Geek.
The ones who come to school dressed like Spock.
Loser.
We're all in cliques, cause people don't like to mix. With other gangs we don't like to hang.
Unless they got real hot chicks.
But if you ever want to be someone, when all is said and done, you don't have to study, you want to be somebody, you just gotta get yourself in one. Well, you got the ones who like to march with a rhythm.
Band geek.
You got the ones who like to march with a weapon.
Rotsy.
Yeah, some are bored with wheels.
Prippy.
Some are well-heeled.
Skater.
Some have body parts that aren't real.
Plastic.
You got your girls with designer clothes and fancy hair.
Beauty queen.
The boys in baggy pants that show their underwear.
Gangsta.
The snobs who buy their clothes at stores that no one knows how to spell.
It's Amber Crump. Amber
Yeah.
Finch. Kmart.
We're all in cliques. People don't like to mix. Sometimes you get harassed on your way to class, but you just gotta take your licks. You know it may seem cruel. Without a clique, you're just not cool. But everyone knows that's the way it goes if you want to make it through high school. But either way you lose, because your clique you cannot choose. You
Spend the rest of your life trying to convince your wife that in high school you were cool.
Stevie, you were a wimp.
We're all in cliques. People don't like to mix.
You got your lamers and your gamers and computer geeks. Your stoners and your loners and your Jesus freaks. You got your runners, your curlers, your athletes, and your burnouts that you only see but twice a week. You got your math team, chess club brainiacs, and your goofy clowns who don't care how insane he acts. Your student council members always kissing up, and the losers always late and always messing up.
Well, I was part of a clique in high school. I was one of the wimps. Any other high school wimps here? Give me a break. There must be 20 guys in this room and not one wimp in school. Scooter, get your hand up. You're wearing a sweater vest. You were a wimp. Now he's trying to justify it. I'm sorry. Even your wife went, "Get your hand up, honey." And it's not just us two. We cannot be the only two that spent our entire gym class stuffed in a towel hamper with 8 jock straps tied around our face. And now the men are going, "Well, that was me." Okay. Oh man, and I never knew why I was a wimp. All I knew is that I was one, because other guys will let you know. Oh boy. And the thing about being a wimp in school is it's very clearly defined for the guys. You either gave the Snuggies or you got them. You guys know what I'm talking about? Snuggies, wedgies, Fruit of the Loom enema, you know what? I never knew what a Snuggie was when I was in high school. Never heard of one. And some kid came up to me in gym class. "I'm going to give you a Snuggie." And I said, "Thank you." Well, doesn't it sound like a pleasant thing to get? I'm going to get a Snuggie. That sounds like I'm going to Snuggie with my girlfriend at the movies. That's the image I get when I hear Snuggie. I don't get the image of something pulling on my shorts till my nuts pop. That's not Snuggie. But that is the one difference between the cool Clix for guys and the gooky Clix. You got the Snuggies. I was walking to high school, feeling mighty bold, knew everything there was to know. I was 15 years old. I was heading for gym class, but the fun was over now. Cause somebody grabbed the back of my shorts, boy, it looked like him. He gave me a Snuggie. Yeah, yeah. Oh, he gave me a Snuggie. Wow, wow. Takes no difference, boxers or briefs. Once he yanks that sucker up, pain beyond belief. He pulls it up, starts walking the other way. I'm walking backwards, trying to think of something to say to make him let go. Then he stops and gives me a look. He rides that sucker up and hangs me on a coat. Oh, he gave me a Snuggie. What are you laughing about over here? He gave me a Snuggie. Whoa, 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 whoa. Makes no difference, boxes or briefs. By the time I finished high school, there was nothing left underneath. You ladies think high school is tough, because you get a little bra snap or cramps during gym class. None of that don't mean crap. I don't mean to be insensitive. Now I know that stuff ain't nice, but you don't know pain until you've had your groin put in a vice. He gave me a Snuggie. Whoa, whoa, he's living in the memory. A Snuggie. I don't mean to be a spectacle, but I can't find my left testicle, and I was gonna use that someday. Yeah. I got the best revenge, not because I'm rich or drive a Beamer or a Benz. I practice urology. Now don't you scoff, cause I get to look at guys like him and say, "Turn your head and cough." I'm giving the Snuggie, yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm giving the Snuggies. It's payback time now, man. Oh, I'm gonna have to come back and give you a little support. Don't worry, I'll be back to adjust this later. Whoa! Snuggie!
Hello again, Harding Heifers. Mr. Yerby here. Once more, your favorite vice principal. A couple quick announcements. Yeah. I noticed all seniors who are enjoying their final year here at Harding High. The teachers and staff are well aware that every year the seniors plan a school prank. Last year's senior prank of checking out 10,000 books from the school library over the course of a week and returning them all in one day will be prevented this year by a new rule. Before being allowed to check out a book, every student must prove his or her ability to read. On a related note, the annual readathon scheduled for Saturday, that's canceled. Word to the wise. Our school motto here at Harding is fun plus work equals luck. Fun plus work equals luck. Whoever spray painted a scrambled up version of those words on the side of the school shows a distinct lack of school spirit. However, the poem was still voted the winner of this week's poetry contest, so way to go. That's good. You will find on your desks this morning a piece of paper that has some questions on it. You'll need to fill that out over the course of the day. And on the back side, we're going to be having a little fight song contest as we're looking for some new fight song material now that we're the Harding Heifers. We'll talk more about that during study hall, but just keep that piece of paper nearby, and that's all I have for the announcements right now. I'll be back with you later, but make it a great day for learning. Remember, make the cow brown.
Oh, man. The jocks. They make your life hell in school if you're a wimp. You know? The worst thing about it, and I don't care if you're a girl or a boy in high school, is the name. The name calling. It's so creative in school. You know, as we get to grow up to be adults, we just have to play it so nice. But we got to make up some really cool names in school. And what I don't get is that the names were so much more plentiful for the wimps than they were for the cool kids. Like if you're a jock, you could be called a jock, or I guess the kids now call them sportos. That's about it. No other name. But wimps, we got every name in the book thrown at us. Remember this one? Remember wuss? Powerful word. You could kill somebody with a well-aimed wuss. Boom, their heart would stop. And so many of them, too. We got called wimp, wuss, nerd, turd, poop, prick, pecker, putz, puss, pansy, poindexter, hoser, fink, flake, lame brain, lightweight, lame-o, weirdo, cootie, kook, schmuck, pinhead, square, spaz, scooby, stooge, scuzz, screw-up, loser, goon, gomer, gopher, boner, barney, boob, bumwad, grody, goofball, geek, zeke, dork, dink, dimwit, dilby, doofus, drift, dope, dirtball, ditz, dweeb, loser, airhead, queer, turkey, tool, wazoo, jerk, fair, fart, face, oddball, my favorite one, numbnuts, oddball, bonehead. Thank you for applauding my affiliation as a child. No, you don't get it. You were never called those names. In fact, you know what? I think it's time to stop talking about high school and be there. School is in session. Right now, we are going to divide you up among the 5 major high school cliques. You are going to be required to act in the behavior of that clique for the rest of the night. Now, some of you are going to be upset because you were not part of this clique in high school. I don't care. Right? Most of us didn't like the cliques we were stuck with. Some call this karma. I call it revenge. All right? So let's say right off the bat, we've got these 2 rows of tables right here. You folks are going to be the wimps. You're going to be picked on for the rest of the night, whether you deserve it or not. Okay? Nothing you do or say will be right. You're probably going to get snuggies during intermission. Men want to loosen the underwear right now. Anything that happens during the show tonight that you find funny, your response has to be, let's hear it. Oh, this is perfect. In high school, you were voted most likely to die in obscurity.
Because when you're a wimp, your pants are too short. You've got bad breath and you're no good at sports. Fact is, you're not really good at anything. You're average grades, you can't dance, you can't sing. You wear brown socks, you bring your lunch in a box. You don't smell right, your feet are always dragging. You're up all night playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, you're a wimp. All right, so next we'll make, let's see. We're going to make this whole row right here, that table, and that booth, okay? You're all one group. You are going to be the jocks. These guys are all pissed up. What? Yeah, all right. Wait, she's even jockier than this guy. Jocks. The only thing you're really required to offer for tonight's performance are loud grunting noises, okay? Now, let's clarify. You're a jock if you played a sport. Not if you just got a letter jacket, because things are different today than they were when I was in high school. When I was in high school, you could only letter if you played a sport. Now you can letter in anything. Kids can letter in debate. Trust me, if a kid in my old high school was stupid enough to wear a letter jacket down the hallway, the wrestling team would offer their own rebuttal. Now you guys, that table, this row, anything that happens funny in the show tonight, or anything that you like, your response is, oh, let's hear it. All right, not that table. I didn't count you guys yet. Wishful thinking. Jocks, in high school, you were voted most likely to attain high public office with no discernible skills.
Because when you're a jock, you talk too loud. You're happiest on Friday night in front of the crowd. The only thing that matters is to be the team star. Your basketball shoes cost you more than your car. You'd rather lift weights than go out on dates. You're no good at math, you don't know consonants or vowels. And you're the best when it comes to snapping towels. When you're a jock.
All right, that table right over there. You 6 people are going to be the brainiacs. Right, you 6. You are placed close to the jocks so you can explain the show to them. Right. In high school, your main purpose was to help everybody else get better grades, either by us cheating off of you during a test, or by the jocks using the threat of bodily injury for you to complete their homework, which they couldn't complete because they were out on dates, a concept which brainiacs are completely unfamiliar. Anything that happens in the show tonight, you're going to respond either with, because you're smart, right? Or, that was amusing, and you can combine them. You also should give each other a lot of knowing looks, because you always get part of the joke that you're sure none of us ever get. Okay? So you got to start to look a little superior. Okay, so let's hear it. Oh, look at that, they've got it down. All right, brainiacs. In high school, you were voted most likely to die, never having seen a member of the opposite sex naked.
Because when you're a brainiac, you know more than the rest. You got lots of friends. Any day there's a test. You won't find a brainiac climbing on a tree. You'd rather be inside reading trigonometry. Turtlenecks and dickies, they keep away the hickeys. You're not all that artistic. You don't like to talk. You like keeping statistics for all of the jocks. When you're a brainiac.
Now, those tables over there, you guys are the cool kids. Because they always kind of sit separately from everybody else. Yes. That includes this table, and that table right there. All right. Oh, they're happy they came now. Okay. This guy's go, I already knew it. Yeah. Cool kids. The rest of us hate you. You have what we want. We don't know how to get it. How many cool kids does it take to change a light bulb? 1. They hold the light bulb while their parents revolve the world around them. Anything that happens in the show tonight that you like, you have to laugh as if you're cool. Ha ha ha. Let's hear it. Ha. Right. And if you're a lady, if you can flip your hair a little bit, flip your hair. Sir, I'm sorry. You just do the best you can. Okay. In high school, cool kids, you were voted the most likely to be convicted of insider trading.
Because when you're a cool kid, you're number 1 on the scene. Cheerleading captains, prom kings and queens, cell phones, credit cards, and lots of extra loot. Your jeans cost more than the principal's suit. Half the school hates you, the other wants to date you. Late to every class, but no reprimand. You got the teachers eating from the palm of your hands. When you're a cool kid,
that leaves the people sitting way in the back. Who always sat way in the back in high school? The burnout. Oh, now he's happy. Yes, it's just fitting. All right. We'll just put this right here as your little sign. Burnouts. Yes, you're here to make the rest of us feel better about ourselves. The 7.5 years you spent in high school were a complete waste of time, because your greatest ambition was to become a night manager at a Denny's restaurant. Anything that happens in the show tonight that you think is great, you respond with, let's hear it. Okay, sir, I have to do this just to create the image. If you don't mind, just bear with me for a second. Okay, we're going to put a little right there. Okay. Now he is set. Okay, please leave this on for the remainder of the show. I'm sorry that you used it for your food already. So, burnouts. In high school, you were voted most likely to serve your community, wearing an orange jumpsuit, picking up trash on Highway 35.
When you're a burnout, well then you just don't care. You probably got some kind of strange color in your hair. You shoot prostitutes in your video games. You know, the school's counselors by their first names. Your t-shirts are black with concert dates on the back. You stare into space. You never pay attention. Your favorite place to hang out is in detention. You're a burnout.
Now, if you will all behave according to your assigned click behavior, the rest of the evening will go according to plan. So let's rehearse one more time. Something really great has happened up here. You respond with? Very good. Very good. Even through a hand signal. That's good. Now, some of you might be thinking, these aren't all the clicks that we had in high school. There were a lot more than this. Michael and I know that. We just didn't have enough space to put them in the show tonight. So please understand, we both respect all cliques. You know, goths, tree huggers, religious freaks, AV nerds, band geeks, dance line.
You got your school paper writers who all think they're smart, and the freaky kids with tattoos of medieval art. The bullies always threatening to rip you apart, and the chubby kids giggle every time they fart. Hello, it's Mr. Yerby here, having problems with the bell system. Good morning, everyone. Just bear with me for a moment here. Hello, Harding students. It's your favorite principal, Mr. Yerby, back with a few more quick announcements before we continue with our day. We are pleased to tell you that the chess club will resume practicing next week at the usual time. We have taken into account all of the controversy and have decided that calling the tallest piece on the board a queen does not qualify as any sort of sexual discrimination. While we understand the complaint lodged by our theater arts teacher, Mr. Andre, we simply cannot change the name of the piece. And that's final. Incidentally, Mr. Andre is doing just fine, and that website everyone was talking about has been taken down. We hope to see Mr. Andre back in the theater once the 90 days have passed. So, visiting hours are Tuesday, 7 to 10, if you've got time to stop by and say hello. We appreciate all the suggestions that came in as alternate names for the tallest piece on the board, the Queen, including the administrative assistant, which I like, Mommy Dearest, or Mr. Andre's suggestion, the Dungeon Mistress of the Dark. Okay, a quick reminder here from Mr. Flurry in the Arts Department. Please remember that the poetry wheel's for making pottery, not some kind of medieval torture device. We're still looking for those responsible for strapping poor Jeremy Smots to the wheel and leaving him there for the weekend. If you have any information, you can pass that along to Mr. Flurry, if you can do that. Oh, good heavens! That means it's time for the pep rally, everybody. It's time for the pep rally. Mr. Stevenson is not here today, so I will be leading the pep rally. So I will be meeting you in the pep rally room in the gym in just a moment. So we'll see you in the gym. It's time now. The bell rang. I have to go. I'm late. And make it a great day for learning and make the cow proud. Hello, everyone. It's nice to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Okay. So this is the prep. It's the pep prep. It's before the pep prep. Okay, this isn't my usual job, but I'll be leading the pep rally today. So here we go, Harding High. Big game coming up against Centennial on Friday. We haven't beaten them since 1964. So you have homework on your desks. I've been asked to ask you about this piece of paper here. Excuse me. That's a lovely pen. This is you can fill out the front. On the back, if you turn it to the back, we're going to ask you now that you've been assigned to your different cliques. We need some ideas for the fight song, a cheer, saying something about cows or heifers or Harding or whatever you want. But do it from the perspective of your clique. So you would do it in a witty space. You understand? So do that and write it down. And if you have a pen that's bad, it's a lovely. But use the crayon. If you don't have a pen, use the crayon on the table. Okay. The other thing we need to talk about is is on the front of that page, there was a, pardon me. You're in school. Okay. Where's the Kevin? Pranks. On the front of the paper, it asked about pranks. There's senior pranks and such, and those are sometimes funny stories. We have our AV guy. We call Mr. Matthews is in the AV area. Tell us about. He has a funny story about his senior prank.
All right, hi. So my senior prank in high school, we lived out in the country, of course. So then when we came to school one morning, we brought in a bunch of pigs with us, and we greased them all up, and on the sides of them we put 1, 2, and 4, and then set them loose inside the school. And so once the administrators caught 1, 2, and 4, they spent the rest of the afternoon looking for number 3, which didn't actually exist.
Which brings me to the next point. Thank you, Mr. Matthews. We have discipline here at Harding High School. We have discipline. Generally, when things went wrong, or if you did something wrong in school, what would happen? No, when something went wrong in school, you're slow. Normally, you would go to the vice principal's office, not the principal's office. I don't even know where that was, but you go to the vice principal's office. I don't have an office. So, if you do something wrong here at Harding High School, this is the other place where you can go. Just a minute. Thank you. See? Yeah, it says detention. It doesn't bed. So this is where detention is if things go wrong. Now, it's not like a normal school because you can be late and you can drop things and you can even talk.
Wait, do something, madam.
Mr. Stevens will be back on Monday. Okay. Anyway, if you can talk, you can be late, you can drop things. But what you must do is behave as you're supposed to in your Clix, right? So we understand. So do you understand what I'm saying? See, that's not wimpy at all. This is where then you come with me and you go to detention. That's how it works. It's that simple. I saw you walking around the stage before. There you go. That's better.
You can act like your click.
Yeah. So that's how that works. So you want to behave appropriately. It's a lovely necklace as well. No, you gotta laugh like a whip. That's so much. So how's everything in the jock section? We're doing great. Yeah, and things over here are okay. Sheep farm. How's over here? Okay, that's things okay back there? Don't want to bother you. You're probably doing something much more important than this. Okay, no smoking in the back. All right, so anyway, it's time for the pep rally. We're very excited. You're going to want to fill those forms out. Those are going to be picked up. Put your ideas in. They can rhyme. They cannot rhyme. It doesn't matter. Just something, and it's a contest. There'll be a winner. It's a prize. It's exciting. All right, the band is standing by. The band's standing by. The band is standing by. Good. It's time for the pep rally. And of course, leading the pep rally is our fearless coach. He was the coach the last time back in 1964. He's the guy that lifted Mr. Goodwin's Honda Civic off the fire hydrant. He's our favorite Phi Ep teacher and part-time driver's ed instructor. Please say hello and give a warm, exciting, hearty, high greeting to our Coach Drew. Now, clap.
Be seated. All right. You all know me. I'm Coach Drew. I have the honor of leading some of you young men on the field of battle in the football game. Now, we are going to be tested on the field of battle this Friday against our old nemesis, Centennial High. And I want to make something clear. No dumb bastard ever won a game by dying for his team. He won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die for his. All right.
Drew, you!
I will forgive that because we have low expectations of your Clix. Now, it has come to my attention that some of you are not proud of who you are at Harding High in that damn shack. You think because you do not have membership of a higher ranking clique, you are not worthy of recognition. That is a bunch of horse dung. I have learned through my court-appointed sensitivity training that everyone is capable. For instance, even a wimp can achieve. Yes. I don't know what sound that was, but it's not human. You, ma'am, right here. I'm going to show that a wimp can achieve. A wimp can achieve just like anyone else. I'm going to hand you this football. Right, now when I say hot, I want you to pass me that ball. I do not want you to pass it around me. I do not want you to pass it over me. I want you to pass it through me like crap through a goose. Do you understand? Can I get a hoo-ha? That is not wimp behavior. Get up to detention. Get up there, Missy. You heard the rules from the Irby over there. Right. Why are the ladies acting more jockey than you men over here? I will show you just how jockey ladies can be. Right here, take this football. I want you to give me a zigzag pass pattern across this ball, across this table, and do not spill any drinks. Go! You missed her, for Pete's sake. What is she? You missed, okay, this is, oh my God, look at him go. I did not say pass to me. You do not call the coach a wimp. Get your ass to detention right now. What? You do not blame a fellow jock. You get up to detention right now. Right. Brainiacs, you are absolutely essential to the success of this school. We need brains. You sir, right here. How many PSI does this ball hold?
16.
Wrong! Get up to detention. It's 17. Do not argue with the coach, Brainiac. Cool kids. We need people like you to understand style, presence, and you gotta look good, right? Like you all know your designers. You. What is the maker of this football? What designer made this football? Wilson, wrong. It's Spalding. Get to detention. Yes. Right. You gotta watch that movie Castaway. Burnouts. Oh, I just don't like him. Go to detention. Stay up there. Oh my God, it looks like a bad episode of Survivor. Get over here and back, Burnout. You remember that? Yeah. All right. Now, I hope you understand my meaning. I hope you understand that you are all important. Do you understand? Do you have it in your gut that you are important? Let me hear you. All right. A scary sounding group. All right. I will see you later on at the football game. Yerby, carry on with the rest of the pep rally. Take me out. Over there, Burnout. All right. Not taps, you dumb bastard. That's if we lose the game.
Hey there, we have a job for you now. This is the very exciting part of the show that I have to get some paperwork for. You're going to be our cheerleaders. Would you like to be the cheerleaders? Of course you would. Good. So what do we need? I need you to spread out on the stage. We're going to do a cheer. Spread out on the stage. Make a line. That's not jockey at all. You get up here too. Come. Okay. Yeah, that's good. It's too late. All right. So we need to be in a certain order. That's perfect. So we need to have the jock here. Okay, there you go. So that's going to be your part of the cheer. Everyone's involved. And then we need a whip. There you go. And then a cool kid. Oh yeah. Of course you are. I don't understand those means at all. You burn out over here, please. There you go. You get a good line. And then brain, obviously. And then you're the extra, so you'll just win it. And everybody gets a pom-pom, because it's a high budget production. There you are. You just get one because it's not that high budget. All right, there it is. Okay, so here's how it's going to work. You're going to yell out the things that are on the paper, and then they're going to answer back saying Harding High School. Everybody say Harding High School. Harding High School. Yeah, say it like your click though. Ready? Everybody go. Okay, all right, that's fine. Take a big step forward, and let's just practice this once before we go to real. Take a big step forward. For goodness sake, but everybody, take a big step forward. Good, okay. So let's just try. Read your, and when you read it out, do something, with like a cheerleadery thing. Is anybody here a cheerleader? Cool. Maybe you have some ideas.
Just shake them.
Okay, so I guess shake your pom-poms when you say that. Okay. Go. Read it.
What's the place that has the best team in all the sports?
Good. Then you would say.
What's the place that doesn't mind if your pants are too short?
Say it like you're click. Keep going.
What's the place where the guys are buff and the chicks are all hot?
Okay. Go.
What's the place where they let you smoke in the parking lot?
Keep going.
What's the place with the higher than average scores on SATs?
Good. And then you do something.
Where's the place where Buddy Tom likes to be?
Okay, that wasn't bad. We can do better. Now, here's how it's going to work. The words that they said are going to come up on the big, or the medium size. Okay, and the one behind you. So let's make a V shape, so they can see the screen. Yeah, sorry, there you go. See, so everybody can see the screen. Good. And you ready? Then you take a tip and you open it just like that. Perfect. So look good. Okay. I wish Mr. Stevenson was here. All right, here we go. Let's do the thing. First, are you ready, Mr. Matthews, with the stuff? Okay. Do the thing. Yeah, everybody says, so give me a word. Word. And give me a G. G. Give me a Harding. Harding. What's that spell? Word. G. Harding. He was the guy who was the president that we named the school. I'll go. Okay, go.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, what's the place that has the best team in all the sports?
How do you say? Harding. Excited. Go.
What's the place that doesn't mind if your pants are too short?
Go.
What's the place where the guys are buff and the chicks are all hot?
What's the place that lets you smoke in the parking lot?
What's the place with higher than average scores on SATs?
Where's the place that every kid in town would like to be?
Okay, I'll say Harding High School because that's a good ending. Harding High School! Yay! Everybody clap! Yeah, you guys did great. Thanks for the pep rally. Thanks for the pep and the trembling and all that. Thank you very much. Thank you. You were great. Okay, now get back to class.
Mr. Yerby, are you done?
Yeah, we're all done, Marty.
You done with your pep rally? Okay. Hey, everybody. How you doing? How's it going? Yeah. You're not dirtying up the gym, are you? Because I got to come in here and clean up right away afterwards. Okay. I don't know, you kids, you think that just a bunch of little elves show up here at night and clean up the place for you, but that ain't the case. It's me. It's me. Well, some of you probably know me because you've been going to the school for a few years. But for those of you who don't, hello. Oh, I'm Barney, the janitor. Yeah. 35
Barney the
years.
burnout.
You better watch it. You're going to end up here with me, pal. I've been sweeping the floors, unlocking the doors for 35 years. That's what I've been doing. And I've been watching everything. I've seen you kids, seen you come, seen you go, everything. And I tell you, I don't want to sound cruel or nothing, but a lot of you think that you invented it. You know, everything you're doing now, you're your first one. But it's all been done before. Let me tell you that right now. And that's the way it is. It's like, I see some of you doing the things that you always do when you come to school. You pair it up. You pair it up right away. I see some of you with your sweetheart, you got your sweetheart right there, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how long you been? Hey. You're a wimp. You're lucky you got one, How long you two been going together? You don't know? She's looking at you now like, it's going to be a cold night for you. Isn't that terrible, ladies? The men never know nothing, do they? You ask them how long you've been together. What's the first thing you do? Look at you, right? How long you been? Hey, honey, I don't know. How long? About a year. Boom, 12, I guess. And that's not fair, because you ladies, you remember everything. That's the one thing that doesn't change no matter how old you are, is that the girls remember every single detail of your whole life. And men, we don't remember nothing. Right. Ask us anything. Are those your kids? I don't know. They're running around the house, I feed them. I don't know if they're mine or not, It's not fair, too, because you ladies, you remember everything. You remember the first time we changed our socks in front of you. And we better send a card on that day. Or we're going to come home to trouble, too, And it's like, some of you look like you've been going steady for a lot longer. Is this your guy right here, across the table from you? Yeah. See, how long you guys been going together? 29 years. Well, you got to graduate soon. Boy, yeah, that's a remedial program if I ever heard it. But see, there's a difference. You've been a couple of years at 29. You guys are snuggling up right close together. After 29 years, they got a table between them. He's like, where are the beers? That's all I care about. I'll hold your hand in the car, but leave me alone right now. It's kind of different too, because you look at the difference of them. And he looks comfortable. 29 years, you're comfortable. You're not. Still. He's still trying to look cool. He's given up. Doesn't it change, ladies? Doesn't it change after you've been together for a little while? And this is the difference between your high school and when I was going to school, is that you kids today, when I was going to school, if I wanted to ask a girl out on a date, I had to actually be in the same room with her. Now the kids just gotta go, hey, BFTLOYXYZ. And they go, yes. I don't even know what they say yes to. And then they show up to the pizza parlor. The kids don't even talk to each other. They sit right next to each other doing this. What happened? Whispering sweet nothings in my ear. How sweet is this? BFTL. I don't know what that means. Kids are different these days, but he's still trying to impress you probably after a couple, it's still, I bet you he's still opening the doors for you, isn't he? Yeah. I bet you he's like, get your own damn door, right? Yeah. Oh, men change, don't they? Men change after a while. You start off with Arnold Schwarzenegger, you end up with Barney Fife. Oh, sure, you start off with a guy going, oh, look at me, I'm big and strong, I'll get the door for you, honey, I'll carry the heavy things for you. After 29 years of marriage, hey, honey, pull my finger. Woohoo! What do you mean my underwear is dirty? They don't stick to the wall yet. Oh, yeah, that's what happens. What's that?
You lied. You said you're going to pick on that bunch.
I'm picking on anybody I want. I'm the janitor. I see you kids, but I'm here for you. That's right. You got any problems, you come and see old Barn, because a lot of times you can't go to your teacher, You got to go to old Barn and tell me what's going on. Because I've seen it all. You don't have to impress me. You don't have to start looking impressive or nothing. Just be yourself, right? You got to relax like this guy. You probably haven't farted once all night. Not if it's after 2 years. No, you still, and that's hard. You're over there going, oh my God. Got to be impressed. After 29 years, farting's probably a game by now. Who can raise the sheets the highest? Oh, Betty had broccoli. She wins, you know. Oh, that's the bell. I got to get back to cleaning up over the science lab. But you guys have a good rest of the day at school, okay? And if you need anything, you come and see old Barn, okay?
Hello, everybody.
Bye-bye,
Good to
everybody.
hear me back again. Quiet down, please, quiet down. Everybody's favorite vice principal. Once again, a couple quick announcements before we break for lunch and study hall. Study hall break coming up, a chance for everyone to use the restroom and do the things you do at study hall. Speaking of lunch, menu, we have a thing, what? Oh, God, it's been changed. All right, updated menu. Where the hell? Just a minute. Oh, okay, thank you. Today's menu, yes, it's been, hurrah, look at that. It looks like we are still reaping the rewards of that incident down on Highway 13 involving that truck from Golden Plump. And our week of the chicken will be extended to this week as well. So today we will be having, let's see here, looks like a chicken surprise. Oh, that does sound tasty, yes. And if that weren't enough, it's on a bun. So, good. All right. So, yes, it's about time for lunch and study hall. A quick rehearsal of the jazz band is going to be happening in the Commons right outside the lunch area. So, check in. They've been working up a new piece. I know you're going to want to stop by and take a listen on your way to lunch. And then there will be a 15-minute study hall. And remember, during that study hall, use your time wisely. You're going to be turning in your homework once the study hall is complete. So, don't waste your time at study hall or spend the whole time in the bathroom. But for now, lunch is coming up. A jazz band, the Harding Huffers, will be practicing in the Commons. So stop by and listen to them, and then have a great study hall, and make it a great day for learning, and make the cow proud.
Jazz band? Jazz band?
Got your man, brainiac. Take your train, handed over.